Welcome to Loving Mexico. Today we are visiting San Juan Cosalá. You may not know much about it other than the spas, which are world class. The name comes from the Nahuatl word meaning place among the snakes in the water, an exception given because of an atmospheric phenomenon that occurs between August and September, when the rainfall is so strong that the hills have detachments of earth and snakes come out. There is also another meaning, which is among pots. The funny thing is that all the towns have almost the same meaning with different names of towns. All this information is very confusing. It was founded by the Cocas many years before the Spanish conquest of Mexico, who also came from Aztlán in 1113, due to the eruption of a volcano. Just like the founders of the other lakeside towns, they settled here because of the weather and the beauty of the place, and others continued their journey to found Tenochtitlan. During the conquest, Alonso de Ábalos conquered the area without difficulty because the inhabitants were very peaceful, so there were no big battles. When the Franciscan friars arrived to evangelize all the area of the lakeside, they gave Christian names and put them in front of the native name, which in this case was Cutzalán, and the saint that was chosen for this town was Saint John the Baptist. When they put the two names together, Cutzalán was changed to Cosalá. It belongs to the municipality of Jocotepec. The biodiversity of the lake and mountain was abundant, rich in white fish, catfish, carp, crab, and other species now extinct in the area, such as deer, badger, rabbit, and armadillo. It was a settlement with the largest population of all the lakeside area. It was the best organized up until the colonial period. Sowing of corn was very important, done in all the hill skirts. Vestiges have been found of the big harvest rituals on the month of May and of October. San Juan Cosalá is distinguished by 4 elements: thermal waters, the bread of the region, tachihual. This bread is the fusion of the indigenous and Spanish cuisine, the artists, and the gastronomy. Juan Cosalá is a merge of tradition and modernity. While you see all the cars running through the highway, you can also see burritos, donkeys, with their owners transporting a diversity of products. It is amazing to see all these contrasts in the 21st century. The main plaza has a big concrete gazebo in front, the parish of Saint John the Baptist, which has been recently rebuilt. Around the plaza are typical town stores where they sell a variety of articles, and mechanical games are set on the streets on the 24th of June, the patron saint's festivity. The Franciscan old temple, the Hospitalito, the little hospital. This temple was built in 1539 to cover the needs of the town when the big church was in construction. When the St. John Baptist Church was finished, they moved to it, and several years later, they needed to do some reconstruction again to the big temple and moved to the Hospitalito. After they finally moved to the big temple, the Hospitalito was abandoned and it was in total ruins. They have restored it according to the original project of that year. But while they were laying the atrium stone, they found a document saying that there were 3 steps at the entrance. So they found one which probably was the inferior, and the other 2 disappeared. This project was financed partly by the government and partly by the private initiative. It will be used as a cultural center but can also be used for religious purpose. It will probably be inaugurated very soon. On the highway, there is a row of restaurants. This area is called Piedra Barrenada, drilled rock, where they sell mainly fish dishes, and on Sunday it is full of tapatíos coming from Guadalajara because of the amount of thermal springs in the area. There are spas for every budget. We will visit 2 of them. We are at the Balneario de San Juan Cosalá, and our host here is Edgar Bakir. He has been working at this hotel spa for 18 years. Today we are here at a Balneario San Juan Cosalá. This is a spa that has a very interesting concept. And we have here Mr. Edgar Bakir, who has been here working in the spa for 18 years. The spa has been here for 55 years. But Edgar knows everything about the spa, and he's going to talk a little bit about it and will take us on a tour to see the different possibilities that the spa has to offer.
Well, I would like to invite you to have an experience with thermal mineral water. It comes from the underground to begin with. It comes about 90 degrees or above. You can boil a chicken in it, literally. What we do, the process is, we have the geyser that brings out the water from the underground, but we have it down with tubes so it doesn't overflow. And then we send it to the different water pools, the different spas, the different jacuzzis, the steam rooms. That's how we let you enjoy the thermal water. It has a lot to do with nature. It has a lot to do with your experience with nature. I think this place, like you said, it's been 55 years now, and it includes everyone in the family, you know. There's a place for the grandpa, there's a place for the kids to jump in the diving board or do the water slides. There's a place for mom to just relax and have a cocktail, maybe, or the other way around. But what we try to include is that the whole family has a place where they can really enjoy themselves and enjoy each other, which is really important right now in society. Well, this is pretty much the place where the Mexicans hang out.
Yes, I remember when I was living in Mexico City, and I would come and visit here, my relatives in Guadalajara, they would always bring me here. It's been a long, long way since then, and this spa has grown immensely. And it's something that is giving all the Mexicans mainly a beautiful spot, a beautiful resort to come on Sundays mainly. But also the expats are here because they love the different pools that there are, and that's what we're going to talk about. Would you like to give us a tour of the area?
Yes, I would love to show you around all the different aspects and services that we have.
Okay. They have a number of pools with different temperatures. Chocolate pool, wine pool, vinegar pool, oatmeal pool, mud pool, and floral pool. They also have private pools for small family groups. There is a Temazcal, ancient steam bath. This area is very popular among expats. They also give massages and facials. Sunday is full. There are tables to eat, their lunch or garden where they can have a picnic. They close on Mondays to empty all the pools and fill them up again with new fresh spring waters for the rest of the week. But the small pools with the different ingredients, the water is changed every day. This is a traditional family out. This is an excellent option for families during the weekend or expats during the week. We now visit another spa. We are in a beautiful site of the lakeside area, Monte Coxala. It is a hotel, spa, and restaurant with an incredible view of the lake where you can come for breakfast, lunch, or early dinner to see the amazing sunsets. The view of the lake is spectacular and reminds me of when I was 18 years old and would come with my cousins and sail on the lake. In those days, the lake was full of sailboats. 37 years ago, Dr. Jorge Garcia, owner of this site, initiated his dream, a place where people could come and disconnect themselves from the stress and work, and that through the contact with nature and the thermal waters could cure themselves. Each area has an ancestral presence of the Mayas, Olmecs, Toltecs, and Aztecs, with different sculptures, stelas, paintings. There are 2 spas to get a massage or a facial, swimming pools, and inside the gigantic Olmec head there is a steam bath. In 2012, they built the hotel area, and the rooms all have a wonderful view of the lake. This hotel is perfect for honeymooners, anniversaries, congresses, conventions, yoga retreats, or businessmen trying to relax. You owe yourself and friends a relaxing day at either of the spas. Afterwards, you will truly be loving Mexico. The restaurant in Monte Coxala is called Chaclan, designed with a combination of Mexican cultures. The chef, Julio Cesar Herrera, has prepared 2 dishes for us, which he will explain. Well, today we are in this beautiful setting, Monte Coxala, here in San Juan Cosalá. This is the restaurant of the spa, Coxala, and we have here with us Julio Cesar Herrera, the chef of the restaurant. He is going to present to us 2 dishes. This is a restaurant with international food, not so much Mexican. However, there's taste for everyone. So, Julio, welcome to Loving Mexico.
Thank you.
Would you tell us a little bit about these dishes?
Okay, this is a salmon with a white sauce, a French sauce. Beurre blanc is the name. Look at this, we have a smashed potato and vegetables, fresh vegetables. That is a petit, is a French name, in a Jerez sauce. Papa, risotto de papa, and vegetables, fresh vegetables. There are some or all specialties we have in the menu.
The menu is very extensive and it's very good. I tell you because I come regularly to this restaurant. It's a beautiful setting. Look at the lake behind us. So today we're enjoying this delicious meal. Bon appetit. Buen appetito. Que disfruten. This restaurant is an excellent place to take visitors or treat yourself for world-class cuisine and unparalleled views. One of the main handcrafts of the area are figures made of corn husk. Eva Ramirez and her daughter Maria de la Luz Ramirez from Zapotitlan first started making baskets of palm tree leaves, but afterwards dedicated themselves to the corn husk figures and flowers. They find hard corn husks and dye them with tints of beautiful colors and make the flowers. arrangements, and the different figures like these ones. They go to the different tianguis of the lakeside. This beautiful dress is made of manta, raw cotton, which is so used in the lakeside area because of the climate. Julieta and Gustavo Ramirez, owners of Manta del Lago, have been fabricating Mexican-style dresses, pants, blouses, and many other items, all in vivid colors, the colors of the sun. The bolero has its origins in Cuba in the mid-19th century, but we have great Mexican composers that wrote their songs and made Mexican boleros. But by the 1960s, you would hear them no more. However, young Mexican singers in the 1990s started singing them again, giving them a modern touch with new musical instruments and sounds to the songs. They are very popular nowadays. Fantasia Musical is a duet that sings boleros. They live in San Juan Cosalá. They have beautiful voices. Luz Maria Camarena and Luis Manuel Lupercio will sing for us. Sabor a mí, A Taste of Me, from Álvaro Carrillo, famous Mexican composer, and Luis Manuel will sing Contigo Aprendí, I Learned With You, from Armando Manzanero, a very famous author. These are very romantic songs. I hope you like them.
presencia no la cambio por ninguna. Aprendí que puede un beso ser más dulce y más profundo, que puedo irme mañana mismo de este mundo. Las cosas buenas yo contigo las viví, y contigo aprendí que yo nací el día en que te conocí. Contigo aprendí a ver la luz del otro lado de la luna. Contigo aprendí que tu presencia no la cambio por ninguna. Aprendí que puede un beso ser más dulce y más profundo, que puedo irme mañana mismo de este mundo. Las cosas buenas yo contigo las viví, y contigo aprendí que yo nací el día en que te conocí.
Ballet Folclórico Cosalá is a group of dancers that live here in San Juan Cosalá and that are dedicated to promoting folkloric dances of all the states of Mexico, so people will learn more about our beautiful music. Celina Camarena is the teacher of the group. By the year 1127, a chief called Cazacalotzin, observing from the hill of Mezcala, saw an eagle on the red hill at this end of the lake, and he decided to come and establish his own town. But when he arrived, the Cocas were already here to his surprise. In spite of that, he conquered them. He adored his own god Ixtlacateotl. They were descendants of the Cascanes and were a bloodthirsty race. They would make human sacrifices and would spread their blood in all their body because they thought it would make them immortal. They would also throw children into the hot springs as sacrifice before the festivities of the bloodshedding of May. However, the population did not like these sacrifices. They were afraid, but were forced to participate in the ceremonies. In one occasion, the lake started to get mad, and it shook its water with fury. Then to the east, a big black swirling cloud started forming, and to the west, a dusty wind in spirals would make a deafening sound. The town was in complete darkness, and all of a sudden there was an earthquake. Among the shamans of the town, a very old man appeared with a long white beard. He was tall and with a copper-colored skin. White clothing embroidered with animals, stars and plants, and with a staff in his hand, pointed to the 4 cardinal points and said, "My Mother Nature has become mad with you and has sent my sister Michichiwali to end these bloody rituals which are not pleasing to us. We are descendants of the Toltecs. We are natives to this land, and you have come to contaminate our peaceful traditions and our deities, which are the elements of nature, and our offerings are corn, beans, pumpkin, and hot peppers. My sister Michichiwali is the mediator of the climate, keeping in harmony the four winds of the four cardinal points. Then the man disappeared. Since then, there is a tradition of the Michichiwali. The traditions of San Juan Cosalá is to celebrate the spirit of the lake, Michichiwali. On the Day of the Dead, a girl is dressed as the spirit of the lake. She comes to San Juan Cosalá and enters the town with dancers and drummers pacifying the elements. They also celebrate the Day of the Dead ornamenting the gazebo with cempasúchil, the orange flower that is harvested in that month. There is music and dances, all coming from the lake into the main square. Treat yourself to this event.
De mi llorona, 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 de azul celeste. Y aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte. Y aunque la vida me cueste, llorona, no dejaré de quererte.
Loving Mexico thanks you for being with us today. Be sure to subscribe and leave a comment. Continue watching our videos and enjoy Loving Mexico.